Welcome everyone to Dead Talk Live. I apologize for being late. I know I'm like 3 minutes late. I spilled my coffee and I made a huge mess running into my room here. So, my apologies. I'm a little late tonight. I ask for your forgiveness. This is Dead Talk Live. I'm your host Viz coming at you from Walking Dead Now. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Thank you for joining us. We hope you can stay with us for the next hour. I want to welcome all our new viewers as well as all of our regular viewers. If you want more information about our show, please visit our website located at deadtalklive.com. Please also visit our YouTube channel, which is called Walking Dead Now. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Marko is going to be handling the text chats tonight, and I'll be talking to you guys live on the air. So I'm a little out of breath. How's everybody doing tonight? Want to welcome Dushanbe, Fabio, Gil is joining us. On YouTube, we have Heart Productions, Summer, Andrew, Saz, Undead Gamer Z. Hello, Undead Gamer. Thank you for joining us. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. And, what day is it today? It's Tuesday. I'm losing track of my days here. Anyways, I want to take this opportunity to welcome a new member into our official Dead Talk Live family. Andrew Mulligan from Ireland. Goes by the YouTube channel name UWU Andrew. Has come on board with us as our creative director. And I want to welcome him on board to the show. As Marko said it, our empire is growing. And that's great that he's decided to join us as our creative director. If you guys noticed today, I had a different intro. Yesterday you saw the new background. That's all because of Andrew. He did all that. He designed all of it. And I just want to thank him, and we're very lucky to have him on board with us. So, yeah, we're very, very lucky to have Andrew on board with us. So, I finally, I've been mentioning this to you guys now for a while, how I want to get a guest on this show who has absolutely no idea about The Walking Dead. And I had the perfect person in mind. She's a colleague of my wife at work.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Anyway, she's a colleague of my wife at the hospital. She is a nutritionist, and she has never seen a single episode of The Walking Dead, or really any kind of horror movie for that matter. And that is why I so desperately wanted her to be a guest on our show. Now, I can't reveal to you exactly why, but she's going to be with us on Thursday. And I'm going to be conducting a little social experiment with her in regards to The Walking Dead. And I invite all you guys to be here on Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. She is a huge TikTok social media following. Let me just bring that up for you guys to see. So that's her. Her name is Stephanie Grasso. She's one of the millennial types. As you can see, she has, 222,000 TikTok followers. She's huge. She's gotten sponsorships from Sunkist. Companies are offering her a whole bunch of products, and just so they can get her to advertise them. And it's going to be great. And I've never actually met her face to face. I've chatted with her through FaceTime once with my wife right there. And of course, we've been chatting on Instagram back and forth. And she's been stonewalling me. She has been stonewalling me for months now to come on this show. She has a whole bunch of... she releases a brand new video edit every day. She's great. She's funny. She's like the perfect spokesperson And she knows what she's talking about when it comes to nutrition and, as a dietitian and so on. And we're going to be talking about that as well. We're going to be talking about a wide uh, range of issues on Thursday. But I'm really excited to do this Walking Dead social experiment with her. And I just gave her a simple rule. You're not allowed, just because you know you're coming on the show in 2 days, you are absolutely not allowed to watch even a single clip of The Walking Dead, because that is going to screw up my experiment. And I'm going to need all your guys' help on Thursday, because she doesn't even know what's coming. She has no idea. And when I was chatting with her today, she's been stonewalling me for a long time. So I had to get really creative. And I basically, we got into a little back and forth friendly, chat about our social medias. We have two completely different followings. She is all on TikTok. She does have an Instagram, but her biggest thing is on TikTok. Obviously, what we do here does not work for TikTok. TikTok is the kind of place where if you want to film yourself making a complete jackass out of yourself by, putting a hula hoop around your hips and, running through walls and stuff like that, then TikTok is the place to be. But TikTok, as far as what we're doing, it just doesn't work. So let's see. I'm not neglecting you guys. I see you guys coming into the rooms here. We have Pedro with us. I am 5H is joining us. Andrew Valentine is joining us. Chicken Coop 14 has joined us. Andrew is joining us on Instagram as well as on YouTube. Hey, Andrew. NGE has joined us. Director Fernando. And on and on and on. So Summer writes, Saz is on TikTok. I love it. Yeah, I like TikTok too, and I looked into it. It just doesn't work for what I do. It just doesn't. There are quite a few celebrities on TikTok, and it's usually them behind the scenes. But it's not and it has some really funny, cool stuff. And I did look into it to see if anybody else has any kind of fan page on TikTok, and it just doesn't work for that yet. It's not. If you want to just kick back and just look at people just doing some wacky stuff, TikTok is great. It's great. It's funny. Anyway, she's going to be with us on Thursday. I'm going to be conducting a little Walking Dead social experiment, as well as you guys are going to learn a whole bunch of stuff from her. So I encourage you to please join us on Thursday night. It's going to be a fun hour with her. It's going to be a fun hour, and everybody's going to be involved. I'm going to need everyone's help in pulling this off. So it should be a lot of fun. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, and if you guys want to follow her on TikTok. Anyway, this is her username on TikTok. She has the same name on Instagram as well. So you guys can go ahead and follow her. She has a lot of great stuff. She's really, really funny. So there you go. All right. So that's going to happen this Thursday. So that gives me 48 hours to prepare. So we all know Morgan, who's played by Lenny James on the show. He did a very interesting interview for a YouTube live stream on a very popular YouTube channel called BFI. The show on this BFI channel is called BFI at Home. And he made some very, very interesting points about Morgan's character on The Walking Dead. Marco is asking, is Stephanie going to be on audio or video? No, she's going to be video. Stephanie is going to be with us on video. She's going to be a Skype video guest for us on Thursday. So, Yeah, from now on, unless I mention otherwise, all our guests are going to be Skype video guests, unless I specifically mention otherwise. So, yeah. So, anyway, Morgan, played by Lenny James, he was on this YouTube channel, BFI, on their show called BFI at Home. It's a live stream show, just like what we're doing here. And he made some very interesting points about Morgan's character. He wanted to remind the fans that, during the first 5 years of the show, I mean, we all, as hardcore fans, know this already, but a lot of fans out there forget about this, and they associate Morgan's character with like 10 years on The Walking Dead, and it's not even close to being true. He wants to remind fans that during the first 5 years of the show, he only did 3 episodes. That's it. I mean, for half the time, for the first 5 years, he was only on for 3 episodes. And I remember when he was on Talking Dead, after they made his reveal that he was following the group up to, he was following Rick up all the way up to Virginia. And when he was on Talking Dead, they, I specifically remember him mentioning that they had to go through hoops where he was staying at his hotel in Georgia to make sure nobody recognized him. Because if anybody recognized him, being that close to the Walking Dead set, the gig would have been up. And everybody would have knew, it would have been spoiled that Morgan was coming back to the show as a regular. And I remember him very distinctly mentioning that on Talking Dead after he was revealed to be the one following them before Terminus and then all the way up to Virginia. On Instagram, I want to welcome Yasmin, Moronito, Amy Wax has joined us. Cap has joined us. Salva is giving us smiley love hearts. Same from Kali is giving us smiley love hearts. Mishi3 has joined us on Instagram. Andres has joined us on Instagram. I'm not neglecting you guys. I see you coming in. I see you guys coming in. LXI24 is with us from Spain. Well, thank you for staying up. I know it's pretty late, early in the morning there in Spain. And we appreciate you joining our show, considering the hour in Spain, as well as all of our European friends out there. I know it's really early in the morning over there for you guys. Saz is in the UK. Andrew is in Ireland. We have a lot of people from the UK, Western Europe, and I appreciate all you guys joining us. Marcel Faris has joined us on Instagram. Liliana is saying hello from Argentina. We do have a worldwide audience. That's what I love about you guys. You guys are spread out throughout the whole world. And me and Marko were talking after the show last night, and we had someone from Sri Lanka yesterday, which is literally on the other side of the world. And, the people that tune in at all hours to watch us is fabulous. And just we're so thankful that you guys choose to join us on our show. And we hope you're not disappointed. So, yeah, Lenny James wanted to remind the fans that during the first 5 years of the show, he was only on for 3 episodes. A lot of fans forget about that. And just because he was in the pilot, the premiere, and then he shows up years later, and then he disappears, and then he comes back as a regular a couple of years after that, people have just associated him with being on the show for the full 10 years, and that is not true. S-Chick has joined us. Johnny has joined us. Pedrina has joined us on Instagram. He also goes on to recount that when they were shooting the pilot, no one had a clue as to what The Walking Dead would turn into. And he goes on to say that if you hear anybody say, oh yeah, we knew it would be a success, he flat out said they are lying. They had no idea the reaction the show was going to get. They didn't know if it was going to make it through a pilot. They didn't know if it was going to make it through the first season, which was only 6 episodes. And I guarantee you, they had no freaking idea that 3 to 4 years later, they'd be averaging 35 to 40 million viewers a week. It was the number one show for a long time there. So, Sax has given us a smiley love face. Gus has joined us on Instagram. Jamal has joined us. Pedrina is giving us a smiley love face. Thank you, Pedrina. TWD Ale has joined us on Instagram. Thank you for joining us, TWD Ale. Thank you for the message, too. I believe you sent me a message last night, so thank you for that, TWD Ale. Abhishek has joined us. Andrew has given us a thumbs up. Andrew Valentine, 712. Keep those floating love hearts coming on Instagram. I love them. I love the floating love hearts. We have a good crowd for a Wednesday night. That's awesome. So moving on, I found some really... These are hard to find. I found some really awesome red carpet shots for this current season's premiere back in the fall. There's like over 400 pictures. And we're all familiar to some degree, like movie premieres in Hollywood and New York and the red carpet. I have no idea how it works for TV shows. And maybe Marko can answer this better than I can. Hey, CC Wheezy, thank you for joining us. And freaking Siri just went off on my phone. Did I say Siri or anything? Oh, I said CC Wheezy. See, my phone is all jacked up. I say CC Wheezy and my phone thinks I'm talking to Siri. Anyway, so Marko, maybe you can answer this question better than I can. I have no idea how TV show season premieres work. The whole red carpet behind that. And, I mean, do they all gather and as opposed to sitting down for a 90-minute movie or a 2-hour movie, it's just a 40-minute TV show? I have no idea. But anyway, I know anytime there's a premiere of a season on a hit show, it's a big affair. The red carpet, the paparazzi is out there. It's a big event. And in my mind, I always thought it was just the cast of the show, producers, directors, crew, and so on. But it's not. It's like all of Hollywood turns up. And I'm going to show you these pictures here in a second. I brought up the website because there's literally over 400 pictures. And I just want to show you guys some of the different celebrities that show up for these premieres. Marko writes, they are similar. They only air the premiere episode. So it's, okay, so it's basically just like a movie premiere. The whole red carpet, paparazzi, media, and so on. But instead of sitting down to watch a 90-minute, 2-hour, or even longer movie, they're just going to watch a 40-minute premiere episode. So, okay. Well, let me bring up the website, and I want to show you guys some of these pictures. Oh, let me get that website up. That's not it. That's not it. Did I close it? God damn it, I closed it down. Let me get that link back up here for you guys. So bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. I accidentally clicked the link. But yeah, the amount of celebrities that show up for this thing is just absolutely phenomenal. It's not, there's movie stars. Anyway, you'll see here in a second. Let me just bring it back up. My fingers got a little too over anxious there. All right, so here we go. Now let me switch it over for you guys to see. And here we go. Okay, so here are the pictures for Instagram. I hope you guys, it squeezes in that you guys can see some of these pictures. So These are small prints. It's literally like a photo studio that presents you with prints, and you get to pick out which pictures you actually want to print out into full size. These pictures are not downloadable. If you try to download them off the site, you're going to get a blank image. Okay, they're really well protected. So let's just show you one here. So this is J.D. Morgan and his wife, Haley. I believe his wife's name is. The very lovely Haley Morgan. Of course, they're going to be at the premiere. Let's go back to the thumbnails. I love this picture of Eugene, Josh McDermott, looking very debonair there with his glasses. Like I said, there's a ton more. Now, this is cool. Do you guys know who this is? The name is... I don't see her name there. I know who it is. I'm asking if you guys recognize who this is. Marco, do you know who this is? Come on, let's see who can guess who this is. Somebody guess. Let's see. Anybody guess who this is? They're associated with the Walking Dead universe. Marco's gone silent. Kimmy writes Hillary? No. Kimmy, there you go. Charlie. Andrew, Charlie. That is Charlie. That is Charlie. Alexa. Nisanen. Yes, the Walking Dead premiere is not just limited to the cast of The Walking Dead, like I said. This is Charlie from Fear the Walking Dead. Yep, Marco, it's Charlie. Very lovely young woman. Here we have Judith, looking adorable. She does look adorable. And they're very pretty dressed, and I love her shoes. So I'm just going to quickly scan these pictures. Here we have another Fear star. This is June from Fear the Walking Dead, who has also gone by the name of Naomi and a few other names before we settled on her real name, which is June. She looks great. This is a great picture. Look at Yumiko. Beautiful. Yumiko looks beautiful in this picture. Then we have that Hardwick character. You guys all know that Hardwick character. He's there. He's there. He's there. And I'm being very nice to Hardwick. I love Chris Hardwick. So please, nobody give me any grief. I love Chris Hardwick. I would love to have Chris Hardwick on my show. The stories he probably has. In fact, I love Hardwick so much, I'm going to show you guys another picture of Hardwick. Here's Chris Hardwick at the Season 10 premiere. So, Marilyn Manson was also there. Now, come on. I mean, how many of you guys would have guessed that Marilyn Manson would have been at the Walking Dead premiere? Well, maybe it's not that far-fetched. You know, I saw Marilyn Manson. They opened up for Nine Inch Nails back in 1995 at Madison Square Garden in New York. I actually saw Marilyn Manson. We went on consecutive nights, so I saw them twice. Great, great band. If you're into that whole gothic scene, they're great. So that's Marilyn Manson. Here we go. Dwight. I'm drawing a brain fart. Guys, Dwight's first name is, the actor's name is Emilio, right? I'm having a brain fart moment here. Marco writes, he's a huge Walking Dead fan. Okay. Austin Emilio says. Yes, Emilio is his last name. Austin. Austin Emilio. Austin Emilio. Dwight. We all love Dwight's character. Didn't start out that way, but we love Dwight's character. Moving over to Fear was such a great decision for him. It's made his character that much better. There's June again. Like I said, I'm sorry for the size and the shape of the picture, guys. These are very copyright protected. It would not let me download them. But you know me, I can find workarounds to anything. And here's the man who created this whole thing, Robert Kirkman. The Walking Dead is his child, his brainchild. Everything that we see, read, it came from his mind. I wonder when Robert Kirkman sat down to start drawing the Walking Dead comic book series back in the early 2000s, if he had any freaking idea of what it would turn into. I'm guessing no. And here's Cassidy. She looks great. I love her outfit. Marco says that he does think that Dwight is going to find Sherry. In response to Andrew's question. Deborah. Hey, Deborah. Thank you for joining us. We're just going over some shots here of the Walking Dead premiere this last fall. Like I said, guys, there's 400 pictures. We could literally spend hours looking at this. Let me just quickly go through these. Here's Sadiq. Summer loves Sadiq. For me, it'd be trying to find a man on The Walking Dead that Summer doesn't have a crush on. Here's Gamma, also known as Mary. And here is the current showrunner, Angela Kang. If you guys did not know what she looked like, that is Angela Kang. She is the current showrunner for The Walking Dead. So many pictures. Let's go on to the next page. Luke! Here is a close-up of Charlie. Looks a lot different. All made up with makeup and stuff. Doesn't she? Looks a lot different. Here's Magna. Elegant, beautiful. I love that dress. It looks, to me, it looks like a designer, what's the right word? Like, nightgown. I guess it's the best word I can come up with right now. I think it's a great dress. Dan Fogler. That is Luke's real name. And here is the beautiful Christian Serratos. Stunning, beautiful. Rosita. If you guys have not already done so, you guys need to go check out her Instagram page and see some of her modeling pics. Her and Lauren Cohen's. Their modeling pics. They're fabulous. Okay, let's see if we can find some people. Here's Alana, Tara. You see, this is season 10, She was written off the show in season 9. It doesn't matter. We have photos here of pictures. We have pictures here of characters that left the show years ago. They're still very much involved in The Walking Dead. If you're on The Walking Dead, you're part of The Walking Dead family for life. Hello, Biba. Thank you for joining us. Marco's like, wow, at Alana. She's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Uh, you see it's so small. I believe it says, hold on. Let me get a closer look at who that was. I believe it says Lydia Hurst. Not sure. The print is so tiny. I can't make it out. Here's Aaron. Very stylish. With his stylish tie and shirt. He's got the beard rocking. Marko will like that one. Marko writes, the producers always let them attend the premiere. They are always considered family. Oh, Kimmy writes, that is Chris Hardwick's wife. Okay. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you. Did not know that. Yes, Marko loves Aaron. There's Aaron, looking very stylish. He's kicking it with his fashion right there. Just quickly glancing through these. Alden, again, stylish with the pinstripes. Alden, he actually looks younger in real life than he does on the show. That's my impression. To me, he looks younger here than he actually does on the show. It's usually the other way around. Like you guys saw Charlie. Charlie looks a lot younger on the show. And, you know, she looks like what a kid her age should look like. And she looks like, you know, a very lovely young woman on the red carpet. But Alden looks like a younger man on the red carpet as compared to the young guy that he looks like on the show. Looking on YouTube here, Summer writes, I'm in love. Saz writes, I'm in with Summer. It's a very sexy cast. Summer writes, Rosita in Dwight's voice. Alright. I don't want to spend this entire show on these pictures, though we can very easily can. Let me see if I can find some standouts here. There's just a lot of repeats. Here is Mary, aka Gamma, in her full gear. That's a full body shot of Mary. Let me see, just quickly scanning through these. We've seen those. Seen that. Cassidy. Love Cassidy. I would love to get Cassidy on this show. That's awesome. I love her suit. Love her suit. You know what I feel like? I feel like Joan Rivers when she used to do the red carpets to the Oscars and so on. I feel kind of silly right now. I don't. You guys probably don't even remember that. Joan Rivers many years ago used to host a show on E! Just about the red carpet into these award shows with her daughter. That's what I feel like right now. I'm sitting here. I'm doing something I never thought I would ever do. I'm sitting here looking on people going on the red carpet and judging their outfits. I swear to God, never in a million freaking years would I ever imagine myself doing this. God damn. You know? It's great. Pushing the limits. Here's Beta. Ryan Hurst. Badass Beta. Who do we have here? Oh, that's Austin again. There's Daryl. I was going to say, where's Daryl? Here he is. There's Norman. Rocking out the pink shirt with the black tie and black jacket. All I need is their clothes designer names, and we can totally be doing a fashion show right now. Sandra's giving me a thumbs up. Or giving Daryl a thumbs up, sorry. Yeah, all I need is a designer's name, and we could totally be doing a fashion show. El Carmi's giving us a smiley love face. That's the reaction we always get for Daryl. Everyone loves Daryl. Just quickly glancing through these. Is that Kelly? Guys, help me out. Is that Kelly? Wow. Wow. I think that's Kelly. Can I get a confirmation? Yeah, Angel Theory, who plays Kelly. Wow. Check out her tattoo. That is kick ass. Andrew writes, yeah, it looks like her. Yep, CC agrees. Yeah, it's Kelly. Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Gorgeous. And who do we have here? Oh, Michonne. Summer, what do you think about this? Michonne's rocking out the hair, and that dress totally kills it. I mean, it's an kick-ass dress. Yeah, I agree with you, Summer. Summer says beautiful deny with little Kaylee Fleming, Judith. Man, check out deny. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love that dress. She looks like an Amazon princess, an Amazon warrior. That's the kind of dress that you would see her if she was like in the star of Wonder Woman. I think Denai would have made a great Wonder Woman. Now, don't get me wrong, Gal Gadot. I think she's a great pick for Wonder Woman. she is very beautiful. But I can totally see Denai being Wonder Woman. Mark, what do you think about that? What do you think about Denai Guerrera being Wonder Woman? Do you like that casting choice? Hate it? Indifferent to it? Can you see her? Even not as Wonder Woman. Have her be one of the Amazon warriors from their little secret island where they all came from. Ben Thaxter 666 is giving us the big old googly eyes. Marko writes, Nubia was a black Amazon in, there you go, in Wonder Woman. Man, she would have been great. But, you know, she probably doesn't want, she's too big to be doing that kind of a supporting role. But I don't know, that dress just totally reminds me of something straight out of like Amazon warrior princess, where Wonder Woman is from. And that's it. Okay, we quickly scanned the pictures. So that's it, guys. Those are some great shots. I wanted to share them with you because they are not easy to find on the web. I was lucky to come across them. Those pictures are all for sale, and they're not up for sale to individuals. They are up for sale to media companies who want to print them. I'm assuming it's a pretty penny for each one of those shots. So CC Weezy writes, I love it. Wonder Woman Michonne. Sandra Carroll writes, she's beautiful in the Black Panther. Absolutely. In the Avengers movies, Wakanda took her away from us. Yep. Kimmy is applauding that. So I hope you guys enjoyed those pictures. Like I said, they were very hard to find. Andrew writes, Denai and Kaylee are adorable. Summer on YouTube writes, she's a Marvel comic girl, not DC Comics. All right. You know that Wonder Woman is DC and Black Panther and the Avengers are Marvel. But, you know, we can do a little mashup here. No one says that we can't do a little mashup. So I showed you guys the picture. I got another interesting article. And this is about the Walking Dead new spin-off, which is called World Beyond. The title of this article is 7 Things That We Should Know About the Spin-off Before Watching It. And let me bring that up. I have to scroll up. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here we go. The Walking Dead world, 7 quick things we know about the spinoff. So, with the highly anticipated series set to premiere later this year, here are 7 quick things to know about The Walking Dead World Beyond. World Beyond was supposed to premiere in April, and if it would have premiered in April, the season would have already been over a while ago, but we haven't even started it. Filming on season 1 World Beyond had already wrapped and was in post-production phase for the final few episodes, but due to the Hollywood shutdowns in March, the company working on the post-production for the series reportedly closed its doors for a while. The series premiere of The Walking Dead World Beyond was scheduled for April 12th, immediately following the season 10 finale of its parent show. However, AMC pushed back the World Beyond's premiere date for later this year. That said, a return date and time have not yet been confirmed. World Beyond is only planned for a 2-season run, so I don't know how many of you guys knew that or not. It's not an ongoing series. It is set to only go for 2 seasons. And I think that is completely, obviously it's intentional. I think The World Beyond is a big lead-in that we absolutely need to see for the Rick Grimes movies. So any Rick Grimes fans out there that are debating whether to watch this show or not, if you really want to know what's going on, this show is going to be all about the CRM, which has Rick. If you really want to know what's going on, you got to watch this show. And whether we love it or hate it, whether it's good or it sucks, it's going to give us vital information about the movies. So that's my advice. Let's see. We have Rogerio giving us a thumbs up. Tio Victoria writes, "Why this old photo in the background, though?" Are you talking about my background? This is a one-of-a-kind original photo. So this was done by one of our viewers, and it's a mashup of the characters in different seasons. Marko writes, everyone who is a Walking Dead fan must watch the sister shows. I agree. El Carmi is giving us a big love heart. Hard Productions writes, I wonder if any characters from the World Beyond will cross over to The Walking Dead when World Beyond ends. It is absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible. Then the article goes on to say, you know what? I never switched to the article. My bad, guys. Here's the article. That's my bad. I apologize. So it goes on to say, AMC plans can change if the executives decide to extend it. But for now, having a 2-season cutoff is good because it could give the story a clear ending. World Beyond is set 10 years after the apocalypse. So, with that bit of information, we know that the Walking Dead timeline right now is somewhere between 17 to 20 years after the apocalypse. So World Beyond is going to take us back at least 7 years, which kind of makes sense because it's been 7 years since Rick disappeared. Now, is that a clue? Maybe. Maybe not. I have no idea. But these timelines are very, very important. So this World Beyond is going to take, it's going to go back 7 years from our current timeline, which also means that World Beyond is going to match up with the timeline on Fear the Walking Dead. I know it gets very confusing between these 3 shows and the timelines and stuff. So if this is accurate and it's 10 years after the apocalypse, this is going to line up with the current timeline of Fear the Walking Dead, but it's going to be about 7 to 10 years behind The Walking Dead. If I gave anybody a headache trying to figure that out, I apologize. I try to describe it the best way I could. World Beyond will kick off its story in Nebraska, following two sisters and their friends, including Alexa Mansour's Hope, Nicholas Cantu Elton, Hal Compston Silas, and Alaya Royale Iris, as they leave their sheltered world behind to take a cross-country journey to find the one person who might help them save the world, according to the former Walking Dead showrunner and AMC's chief content officer Scott Gimple. The quest aspect makes it very different beyond the fact that these kids are unlike characters we have seen before. They've grown up in all of this, but they've also grown up in a relative safety. So they're aware of the world and of walkers, but they've grown up behind walls. So they're not out there mixing it up with the walkers and the dangers. World Beyond will take them out of their comfort zone and into the world of adventure, danger, and so on. There will be CRM connections to The Walking Dead. The biggest connections the spin-off will have to The Walking Dead will largely be related to the Civic Republic military, a network of 3 distinct communities of survivors responsible for rebuilding society. If you recall Rick Grimes when taken in by a helicopter by the CRM in Season 9 of The Walking Dead. The CRM later appeared in Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead and will play a key role in World Beyond. One of the 3 interlock symbols denoting CRM belongs to the community in World Beyond, which Scott Gimple confirmed in a panel at New York's Comic-Con last year. Fans can expect World Beyond to incorporate CRM with Lieutenant Colonel Elizabeth Kubler, one of the group's leaders, to play a major role. Does that mean it might connect back to where the CRM took Rick? It's always possible. World Beyond had a working title of Monument. When The Walking Dead World Beyond was in its early days, the spin-off series had a working title of Monument. And if you guys don't know what that means, and I'm pretty sure I'm accurate about this, when a movie or TV show is still in its first year of production, and they either have not created a title for it yet, or they want to keep it under wraps, they're going to create a code word for the show or the project. And in this case, what they're telling us, the code word for World Beyond was Monument. It wasn't until late last year it was revealed the AMC would officially be called World Beyond. In the trailer of World Beyond, Iris says that it's called Monument Day because we're all monuments to the past. And before it was revealed what CRM actually stood for, the M in the initials was thought to be a reference to Monument, which may have been the name of the early central location in Nebraska. One Walking Dead character will appear. Fans of The Walking Dead shouldn't expect to see any major characters from the show, but there is one lone character who will appear in World Beyond. That person is Zach Ball. The actor played a member of the Saviors in The Walking Dead and will appear in World Beyond as a character named Brocky, a survivor of the outbreak. There isn't much information beyond that, but that a connection to the parent show should be interesting. Let's see, Marko goes on to say, I'm watching Season 3 again, totally disgusted where Merle treated and tortured Glenn and Maggie. Yeah, that was bad. That is, to me, the worst character in the series. Merle was a dick. Oh yeah, this is an interesting note. I knew about this. I actually knew about this before they actually started filming. World Beyond is actually filmed in Virginia. It's not filmed like the rest of the shows in Georgia. It's filmed in the state where I currently live, in Virginia. And we were told about this, that they're going to be shooting this in Virginia when it first I don't know, was announced or whatever, well before shooting ever started. Georgia has long been the filming location of the show settings for The Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead was the first spin-off to branch out, filming in Texas for a few years, as well as in LA, Canada, and Mexico. While World Beyond will begin its story in Nebraska before heading to other places, the series was filmed in Richmond, Virginia, which is just an hour, 2 hours away from me. So it's filmed in Virginia, primarily in Richmond, Petersburg, and Hopewell, per the Richmond Times. The spin-off's production included a destroyed plane, crashed cars, while filming in Hopewell last August. The Walking Dead World Beyond is scheduled to premiere at some point this year. Stay tuned. And on and on and on and on and on. So, yeah, I can't believe I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it was big time news here in Virginia that there is going to be a new Walking Dead spinoff, and it's going to be being filmed here in state. And of course, I never went. Richmond is just 2 hours away from me. Not even 2 hours. I should have gone, but didn't do it. Totally regret that now. And I think it's going to be a great show, and I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass even more for not going. Let's see what's going on in the chats. Jimenez is saying, Hola, thank you for being with us, Jimenez. Hard Production writes, Hey Marco, Rick's disappearance was 3.5 years into the apocalypse. No. What do you mean by that, Ethan? Rick's disappearance, your writing was 3.5 years into the apocalypse? You mean when he left the show? No. Ethan also goes on to say, I see a timeline on it. I'll try to find it. No. I mean, they were on season 9 when Rick left the show. If you go through the seasons and also go through the times in between all the seasons where they've referenced, or you hear it from the producers as to, okay, this is how much time has passed from season 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. It's well beyond 3.5 years. According to my calculations, if you include this latest time jump that we got after Rick disappeared, we are somewhere between 17 to 20 years into the apocalypse right now, at the current state of The Walking Dead, where Beta and the Horde are surrounding the group. When Rick left, that would put it at anywhere between 11 to 14 years after the apocalypse started. So Rick disappeared off the show anywhere between 11 to 14 years after the zombie apocalypse started. CC Wheezy writes 10 years. Hey DBDU, thank you for joining us on Instagram. Paula SLGR has joined us. Let's see what else we got here. Paula has given us smiley love faces. She loves The Walking Dead. Jimenez is saying hola. Hola Jimenez. Hello DB. Hard Production writes, Judith was only 3 or 4 when he left, and she was born in season 3. You can't go by that. That's just a screw up on the show side, especially when you're dealing with kids and actors and you're trying to guess their age. I see what you're saying, Ethan, but no, it would all be great if especially with the kids, who you can really kind of guess their age, if their ages matched the timeline. But no, it's at least over 10 years. That's from when Rick disappeared. And I see what you're saying. If he disappeared at 10 years, and Judith was born in season 3, then Judith should roughly be around 6 to 7 years old, and she's not. She's nowhere near that age when Rick disappears, and that's just an anomaly. That's just something we don't have an explanation for. And I'm sure the timeline that you saw, I'm not doubting it for 1 second. I absolutely believe you. And if you go just by the kids' ages, that would totally make sense. But yeah, and then you have all these other factors. The references on the show, the references that we get from the producers and directors when they specifically get asked, well, how much time has passed from this part of the show to this part of the show? And they give you an answer. It could be weeks, months, years, or whatever. So, throw into the mix Maggie. We never saw Maggie fully pregnant. We never saw Rosita fully pregnant. But yet they had kids. Maggie had Herschel Jr., Rosita had Coco. So it gets very confusing. If you try to put a timeline, especially in regards to the kid's age, you'll be bashing your head up against a wall because it's so confusing. Heart Productions found the timeline. I'll send it to you so you can see it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see how they have matched it up. So yeah, please send it over. Marco says I'm gonna get cut off. Land the plane. Okay, guys. This hour just freaking flies by. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a pleasure as always. Please head on over to our YouTube page called Walking Dead Now and please subscribe. Again, welcome Andrew to our team. I want to thank Heart Productions, Summer, Saz, all our regulars, Kimmy, CC Weezy, all our new people on Instagram. Thank you to Marco, Sandra. I'm just scrolling up the names here. There's Kimmy, all of you guys. So many to mention. Thank you all of you for watching. Check out our website, deadtalklive.com. Check out our podcast called Stay Walking. I'll be with you guys again tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Don't forget to tune in to our show this Thursday for our guest, Stephanie, who has never watched a single episode of The Walking Dead. It's going to be a fun night. We're going to do a little social experiment. Please join me on Thursday. I'm going to need all your guys' help. And until tomorrow, guys, stay walking.